Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Wednesday, June 26 recap. Avery custody drama for Sonny and Ava. Finn's rehab decision. General Hospital, EHL spoilers recap for Wednesday, June 26, reveals that Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, arrived at Sonny Corinthos, Morris Bennard, penthouse to pick up Ava Jerome's, Mora West, forgotten day planner. Although Trina tried to pass along Ava's suite number at the Metro Court, Sonny said that wasn't necessary. Sonny also urged Trina to tell Ava that she'd hearing from his attorney since a hotel suite was no place to raise Avery Corinthos, Ava and Grace Scarola, even on a part-time basis. Trina gave Ava updates on Sonny's message soon after, so Ava flew into a rage about Sonny planning to take Avery from her. Ava hinted about Sonny throwing her out because of a friend's lost law license, which wasn't really her fault. Trina seemed alarmed as Ava angrily insisted Sonny wasn't the only one who could make threats. Although Trina offered to open the gallery today, Ava told her to go enjoy her day off as planned. Once Ava summoned Scott Baldwin, Ken Schreiner, and filled him in on the brewing custody feud, she worried Sonny could lie in court or use bribes to make things go his way. Scott knew this case could get messy since both Sonny and Ava had shady histories, but he was willing to help Ava fight for Avery. When Giovanni Mazza, showed up to check on Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy, at her new apartment, she told him about Trina running an errand for Ava. Gio picked up on Jocelyn's animosity, so Joss trashed Ava and called her a cheapskate for only paying him $100 for a whole night of performing at the gallery. When Trina arrived looking rattled, she told Jocelyn and Gio about Sonny kicking Ava out of his penthouse. Now Ava was directing all of her rage at Sonny, so Gio wondered if she could actually be a threat to his uncle. Jocelyn downplayed that idea, but Trina worried about what Ava was capable of now that she's witnessed that level of fury. Although Jocelyn acknowledged her issues with Sonny due to his breakups with Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, she admitted she didn't want anything bad to happen to him. Trina remained concerned about Ava's wrath and couldn't make any predictions about how far she'd go. At Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grand Place, Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy, pushed her mom to look over a petition that would make sure the baby stayed with the Davis family if Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, and TJ Ashford, Taj Bello, split. Alexis didn't want to get involved, but she wondered if maybe Christina wanted TJ and Molly to break up deep down. Christina denied that before Sonny came to support Alexis now that he knew about Ava's underhanded move. Sonny revealed that he threw Ava out, so Alexis and Christina were glad about that news. Alexis also shared that her law license had been reinstated, so she'd be part of Diane Miller's, Carolyn Hennessy, law firm soon. Sonny mentioned his brewing legal battle on Wednesday's GH episode, but Alexis pointed out that Diane would remain his lawyer. As Hamilton Finn, Michael Easton, made his way to Gregory Chase's, Gregory Harrison bench in the park, he found Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, sitting there deep in thought. There was tension initially as Finn joined Chase, but Finn eventually admitted he was most angry at himself for numbing his pain the way he did and going down this road. However, Chase played up how he was Violet Finn's jovial love, hero, and wanted to help his brother, but Finn had to take the first step. Finn called Sky Meadow to let them know he'd be taking the bed they had reserved for him, so Chase agreed to drive him there tonight. Finn just had one condition. He wanted to say goodbye to Violet before he left. At the Quartermaine mansion, Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, hinted that the Violet custody situation could become more permanent, so she urged Brooklyn to consider officially moving in with Violet and Chase. Once Chase returned and admitted Finn had agreed to rehab, he explained that his brother wanted to say goodbye to Violet first. After a brief debate about what was best, Finn was allowed to come inside. Tracy gave Finn a big hug and acknowledged that this farewell would be good for Violet, so he prepared to go upstairs. In the Quartermain stables, Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson, expressed concern to Cody Bell, Josh Kelly, about Violet and whatever was going on. Max Scorpio, John G. York, arrived to tell Cody he was sorry for previously thinking he was a lying common who couldn't be trusted. It was obvious Cody now meant a great deal to Mac's family, so he apologized for being wrong and shook Cody's hand. On Wednesday, June 26, General Hospital delivered a dramatic episode filled with emotional highs and lows, with the primary focus revolving around the custody drama between Sonny Corinthos and Ava Jerome over their daughter Avery. Meanwhile, another subplot highlighted Dr. Hamilton Finn grappling with a significant decision regarding his future and potential stay in rehab. The episode began with a tense atmosphere at Sonny's house. Sonny, known for his fierce protectiveness of his children, was visibly agitated. His eyes, usually hard and calculating, were softer, tinged with worry as he sat in his living room, brooding over the custody situation. Avery, the sweet and innocent child caught in the crossfire of her parents' tumultuous relationship, was at the center of his concerns. The stakes were high, and Sonny knew that the custody battle would not only impact him but also deeply affect Avery's emotional well-being. At the same time, Ava was in her apartment, equally distressed. She had always been a complicated figure, tough, resilient, and often at odds with the law, but her love for Avery was undeniable. She paced back and forth, her thoughts racing. Ava's vulnerability shone through her tough exterior as she considered her options and the best way to secure her daughter's future. She knew Sonny's influence and power in Port Charles were formidable, making the custody battle an uphill struggle. The tension between Sonny and Ava reached a boiling point when they finally confronted each other in the courtroom. The scene was electric, filled with sharp exchanges and raw emotions. Sonny's lawyer, Diane Miller, presented a compelling case for why Avery should remain with her father. Diane highlighted Sonny's stable home environment, his support system, and his dedication as a parent. She painted a picture of a safe, loving home that would provide Avery with the stability she needed. Ava's lawyer, Scott Baldwin, countered with equal fervor. He brought up Ava's past mistakes, but emphasized her growth and her unwavering love for Avery. Scott argued that Ava had turned her life around and was now fully capable of providing a nurturing environment for her daughter. He reminded the court of the bond between mother and child, suggesting that separating them would cause irreparable harm to Avery's emotional health. As the legal battle unfolded, the judge listened intently, weighing the arguments presented by both sides. The atmosphere in the courtroom was thick with anticipation, each parent's fate hanging in the balance. Sonny and Ava exchanged glances, their eyes reflecting a mixture of determination, fear, and hope. While the courtroom drama played out, another significant storyline developed at General Hospital. Dr. Hamilton Finn, a brilliant yet troubled physician, faced a crossroads in his life. Finn had been battling addiction, a struggle that had taken a toll on his professional and personal life. Despite his attempts to manage it, the addiction had left scars, and Finn knew he had to make a pivotal decision. Finn's confidant and friend, Dr. Elizabeth Weber, was by his side, offering her unwavering support. Liz understood the complexities of Finn's situation and the challenges that came with choosing the right path. She gently urged him to consider rehab, emphasizing that it wasn't a sign of weakness, but a step towards reclaiming his life and career. In a poignant conversation in the hospital's quiet lounge, Finn and Liz discussed the implications of his decision. Finn's eyes reflected a storm of emotions, regret, fear, and a glimmer of hope. Liz spoke softly but firmly, reminding him of his talent, his compassion as a doctor, and the lives he could continue to save if he chose to heal himself first. Finn's internal struggle was palpable. He knew that entering rehab meant facing his demons head-on, confronting the pain and trauma that had driven him to addiction in the first place. It also meant stepping away from his duties at the hospital, leaving his patients and colleagues behind, at least temporarily. The thought of abandoning his responsibilities weighed heavily on him, but he also recognized the necessity of prioritizing his health. As Finn contemplated his options, he received a visit from an unexpected ally, Anna Devine. Anna, with her own history of overcoming personal challenges, offered a unique perspective. She encouraged Finn to be brave, to take the leap of faith needed to enter rehab. Anna's words resonated deeply with Finn, providing him with the clarity he desperately needed.